Yule's coefficient of association. This statistical test is applied to see the association between two attributes or two events which may be considered to be dependent on each other. So to test whether two attributes are really associated with each other or not, we apply one of the favorite tests, and that is Yule's coefficient of association. So this test helps to determine the nature and extent of association between two attributes. Nature means whether the two attributes or two events are positively associated or negatively associated, or they are not associated at all. That aspect we can know. And extent means level of association, that can also be known. The Yule's coefficient of association value ranges between plus to minus 1, that is plus minus 1, and if this Q value is plus 1, then that indicates perfect positive association between the attributes. And if Q comes minus 1, then it shows perfect negative association. And if the value comes 0, then that shows no association between the attributes. We can understand this calculation, the Yule's coefficient of calculation, by considering a case. See, smoking means there are people in the society who actually smoke, and there are non-smokers. So two kind of persons are there, that is smokers and non-smokers. And we can also observe the lung disease. So people are there who may be suffering from lung disease or no lung disease, means they show a healthy nature, they don't show any problem regarding the lungs. So we can collect data from the population, that is exactly how many persons are there who actually smoke and they also suffer from lung disease. Then there could be non-smokers and they may be suffering from lung disease. There may be people who smoke but they don't have lung disease, and the non-smokers may be there with no lung disease. Now that can be indicated, like smokers, they are being indicated as capital A, non-smokers as alpha, persons with lung disease, they can be indicated by B, and persons with no lung disease with beta. So those who are smokers and suffer from lung disease, they will be AB types. Those who are non-smokers and suffer from lung disease, they will be alpha B. Persons who are smokers but have no lung disease, they will be A beta. And persons who are non-smokers and have no lung disease, they will be indicated by alpha beta. So since we have considered these four situations, means we can generate actually a R into C contingency table. This one is 2 into 2 contingency table where the data can be arranged. And the formula which we apply, actually this Yule's coefficient of association is indicated by Q. And this Q is equal to AB, this AB into alpha beta, this alpha beta, minus alpha B into A beta, divided by this AB into alpha beta plus alpha B into A beta. So this formula is used to calculate the Q value. And we can have a data in which this Q value can be calculated. So in this data, there are 300 persons who suffer from lung disease and they are smokers. Then 100 persons are there, means the data has been collected. So these many people have been actually observed, and 100 persons are there who are non-smokers but they suffer from lung disease. Then 80 persons are there who are smokers and they don't have lung disease, and 320 persons are there who are non-smokers and they also do not suffer from lung disease. We can have their total also, and in this case 320 plus 80, it comes 400. This 100 means 500 plus 300, it means 800. Total 800 persons have been analyzed for this purpose, and the data is shown over here. Now we can simply put the values in the formula. So when we put the value 300 into 320, because 300 are AB types and alpha beta types are 320, minus 100, they are alpha B, into 80, and divided by 300 into 320 plus 100 into 80. When we will solve this, then Q value will come 0.85. So this shows that there is very high positive association between smoking and lung disease. Since this value comes in positive or plus, so there is positive association between these two attributes, that is smoking and lung disease. So this way we can have the idea whether two events are positively associated. So the nature of association could be known, and also the level of association here. Since the value comes 0.85, this association is really very high. Now suppose we have another data in which we have collected information regarding smoking and the educational status, means persons may be educated and uneducated, and they may show this habit of smoking, or they may be non-smokers. So here what I have shown, it is a hypothetical suppose case where all such types, all these four types are exactly same, that is 30 types are there. Just for understanding, I have taken this example. So what we do, we are putting the values here, that is 30 into 30 minus 30 into 30 divided by 30 into 30 plus 30 into 30. Now the upper numerator, this value will come 0, and divided by this lower denominator, means any value, it will give Q value as 0. So here we are getting Q value as 0. It means there is no association between smoking and educational status. So here the educational status and smoking are independent in occurrence. So two types of association I just indicated. In the first case, there is a strong association, positive association, whereas in this case, there is no association at all. So this is the importance of Yule's coefficient of association. Here in this case, we actually first construct the R into C contingency table, and then we are able to calculate the Q value.